What we got? I feel like they keep adding to this. I have barely gotten off the tour bus this entire day. Hence the reason why now it's like showtime. And it's the beginning of the video. It is 30 degrees. I'm freezing right now. I have, luckily, this jacket and a couple other jackets, but and the temperature, it says it feels like 19. Don't know how they figured that out. Is this it? Arrow goes here. Okay, over here. So today is the countdown. 2 more days, and then we're in St. Pete, which is nice. But I'm trying to find the green room because I hear it's warm. Just following these arrows. Assuming that's right. This place is kind of creepy. Oh, much warmer. Much, much, much warmer. Piano's broke. I love when they have venues that do this. I already wrote one, said you should do one too. They'll mail it for you too. So cool. Although I don't think you ever got the one from the Apple tour. I don't think Allie ever got it. Hey Coley, you got your birthday Twinkies.
Oh, you don't have them after the show. I know about Juliet because that Nick Gargasi. Yep.
The Wheat King versus Coley.
Juliet. But that's what he said. Downstairs in 3 minutes. You were just sitting there looking.
Got the birthday boy. Also have these.
You gotta put a candle in.
Oh yeah,
we're adults. Adulting.
You gotta put a candle in the Twinkie.
I thought those were candles. Those pieces of chocolate.
The tour bus birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
This is an insane ring right now.
Amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Let's cheer him up.
Why'd you spit all over? You asshole.
We got more, don't worry.
All right, so we are at the second to last day of tour. Trying to get the last couple of workouts in. Believe it or not, we're at a place called Destin, Florida. Didn't know there was a venue here or didn't know that there was a scene here. But a lot of bands have actually come here, like Coheed, Anthrax, Mayday, Jumpsuit, which is crazy because I looked it up in the 2024 census and I think there was only like 14,000 residents. Granted, I think a lot of it's tourism and Airbnbs, so who knows? It could be fun. But tomorrow's Janice, which, while it's not technically the last day of tour because Warped Tour is, I get to go home. And then I meet everybody in Orlando. That's Mike. Yeah, so then I meet everyone in Orlando, and everyone's coming. Obviously, we've got our own hotel, so it's gonna be really fun. Remy's so excited. I don't think she understands what type of festival she's going to. She loves shows, but I don't think she understands how cool this is for her. Thinking about it, like the shows that she's been to are pretty gnarly. I mean, she got to go to Madison Square Garden, Indy as well. That's like her first show is Madison Square Garden. The only thing that could top that would be Red Rocks. The Kings at Red Rocks. Put it out in the world, guys. Put it out there. Manifest it. Manifest it. Let's do it. But we also have the emo cruise coming out in January, which is gonna be fun because I think all the families are coming out. That's gonna be fun. The only thing is I have to get passports for all the girls. I think even Allie has to renew hers.
So cold outside and I really love it. Guess what? Tar actually is gonna be in town tomorrow because they have a show at Janice Landing. I'm like so excited to have him home. Remy's so excited to have him home. And then we have Warped Tour Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's been a very, very long year of him traveling. It's been a very long year of him being away. But it's also been, we've been grateful that he's been able to come home here and there. We're grateful that we had that trip where we were able to, you know, have like a family travels, because on that travel, we were able to, that family trip allowed us to be together, but it also allowed him to do some shows as well, which was really, really nice. Needless to say, I'm very excited that Charles is coming home. I'm ready for him to come home. I'm ready to like feel more organized and balanced. I think that's the problem. It's like me, I get frustrated when I can't get my shit together. I just feel like every time I get it together, or I'm at like 98% of getting it together, something happens and I jump back down to like 22%. Weird numbers, I know, but that's how I feel. Hey, Remy, we see Daddy tomorrow. Are you excited? And guess what else? We see the girls and we see Autumn. Remy's like one of her really good friends, and one of my really good friends are actually coming to the show, and it's her daughter's birthday. And I don't know if it's her first concert, but I think it is, so it's gonna be very exciting.
You guys want to hear a little story that actually almost got me? I'm really, versed when it comes to like scams and very aware of that. However, this one I want to tell you guys about because it is the most elaborate one that I've ever experienced. So buckle up, strap in for this one. I was going to sound check, got a phone call. Don't know why I picked it up. Never answer as much as you can unknown numbers, because if they do and you pick up and sometimes there's nobody on the other line, what that is a scammer confirming that there is an active phone number. Basically what they do is they call, you pick up, then they sell your number on the dark web. This person called me pretending to be Google. First I was like, okay, they said that somebody was trying to change my recovery email, my password, my phone number, and all those things that you really can't do. And I said, nope, absolutely not, that's not me. And he goes, okay, let me get off the other line with that person and come back over here. First off, that was weird. And I said, sure, why not? And he came back, he goes, okay, I told that person, like, okay, whatever. He started saying like, all right, well, I just need to verify that it's you so we can put this in our notes and make sure that it doesn't happen again. And I stopped him. I was like, okay, well, if we do that, I'm not giving you anything. You're not getting anything from me as far as any information. He goes, it's fine, we don't need any information. So I started getting a little red flag. He's like, oh, would you like the case number? I said, absolutely. He goes, oh, what I can also do is email it to you so you have it for your records. That was the downfall. Okay, so I got the email, it looks totally legit. You can see it up here. But if you click on the header, which you always should do, even if it looks legit, and see where it comes from, and it was no reply at accounts.google. Traditionally, it's accounts.google.com, and people can spoof emails, so that's what's scary. I'll be honest, man, your email looks like trash. I don't see a .google like domain. I know Google owns everything, but that doesn't usually work that way. Now I was kind of like playing with the thing because I knew things were kind of getting fishy. I was like, look, man, I have a friend who's like at the top of the Google headquarters, which I actually do. She's like one of the ones that helped me back in the day with YouTube, who got, /Charles, /CTFxC, /Allie, /Mel, all those. And he goes, all right, well, you could totally do that. Talk to somebody higher up. However, just so you know, if you have to do that, they will put you in queue. I was like, absolutely not. She's like, Google employee number 5. I'm not gonna have to deal with that. And he's like, oh, okay, but you'll have to do the whole process over again, restart. And I stopped him again and said, dude, you asked me 2 questions. I don't mind restarting the whole process. So then I could tell he was getting a little agitated. All right, so what we'll do is we'll verify your information, and I'm gonna send a thing to your Google app, and you just gotta verify it's you. It'll give you 3 bubbles. I'll tell you your number, and just click on the bubble that's right. So that way it verifies that I'm talking to you. I remember when I don't know if you ever have to do it for your 2 steps, that if you do that, it confirms that it's you. So this person who totally talked normal, talked just like me, let's just call him Chad. I think his name was Andrew. So what he was doing, even Tony confirmed it, he was trying to log in with a forgot my password or something like that, using that, and since I have 2-step, it was sending the code to me, and I was gonna click the button and confirm it on his device. Just before pressing it, I was like, dude, this is not right. I was like, there is no way you're from Google. He goes, yeah, if you feel more comfortable, I can call my security agent and have them change the domain so that way you feel more comfortable. And that was another red flag. I was like, why do you need to change the domain? First off, you can't change the domain. I know Google has a lot of that capabilities to doing stuff, but you don't do that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna hang up the phone. I'm gonna go call her. And he goes, after the fact, I can call you back personally. I was like, what? Why would you call me back personally? That makes no sense. You guys still strapped in on this story? Because this is a long one. And I feel like it's a good case study for you guys to be well aware that these are getting more and more elaborate, like super elaborate. That is so elaborate to where I almost fell for it myself. I went and checked all of my accounts. Like I said, I have the Pentagon style security, which I highly recommend. Everyone does pass ID, pass codes, 2 steps. All those things. Authenticator apps, do everything. I know it's obnoxious, but just trust me on that. I've gotten hacked once, and it was like 20 years ago. No, 15 years ago. It wasn't fun. And they deleted all my emails when they got in there. They left, but they deleted everything in there. So that was another lesson I taught people. I realize this is a long story. Hopefully you guys were buckled in that whole time, but it was important to where I almost fell for it. Anyway, So I went and I changed the backup codes because I was like, no, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. Even if they slight chance. Change the new backup codes. When I change the backup codes, it sends you a security update, as you can see here. And if you look carefully, you'll see it says at accounts.google.com, which is the correct email. So obviously that other one was just a very, very elaborate scheme and scam. Whew. Okay, we can unbuckle, guys. We can unbuckle. Sorry it was long, probably a majority of this whole video, but I feel like I wanted to teach you guys this stuff or make it aware because they're getting more elaborate. They're getting so much more elaborate. Anyway, time for sound check.
You got me. Yeah.